So guys, good evening. It's very cold over here, but then I'll do my live stream right away. I don't know how minutes will take. Sometimes it depends with you guys. So welcome to my live stream. I'll take few minutes, not much, but I really admire that you should come on board, as many as possible. It's sometimes very cold to be on the streets of streamlining and you just get few audience. But when you get many, your heart is very warm. And even if it's cold as it is over here, you feel warm. So guys, support me in this. I'm doing this with a target because actually I'm pushing the hours and I'm pushing to get those clients who readily want to listen to me. So from the topic, of course, guys, you understand what I'm going to talk about. Welcome to this live stream. Once you come in, I always allow you to chat. Just tell us where you are, and I'll be welcoming you on board. You're free to maybe also like, because your like means a lot to me. It always encourages me to keep going. It's not easy out there when you're struggling and in reactions, you are doing sometimes lessons and maybe vlogs when you still have fewer audience. But with the support of one or two of you, we move ahead. So guys, I don't know where to begin, but I always start from elsewhere. And that is why these days I pick maybe two situations to talk about and we keep focusing on them. So guys, Nyabohansa has been very hot with a lot about Percy, people talking about the Jamaican uncle. Of course, I hope you've seen that the Jamaican uncle is now promising to build his own house in the village. And that is why he's closely monitoring Marwa and of late, Dimwango's project. So guys, as we push through this, we have also to go ahead with our own projects here. And we start from here within this live stream. So guys, we go through this. I'm thinking that you should have watched GINTU and MAYUGUNO. If you didn't, then I'll be summarizing it for you here. We are always called the lazy band that just sits and discusses people. That we don't discuss things, we discuss people. But sometimes it's necessary because now reaction has become part of the YouTube world. YouTube is divided into so many domains, and some of them is a reaction, another one is maybe lessons, others are entertainment, and here we do a variety of things. Thank you. I can see 9 people on board. You can give me a like, and I really appreciate. My friend Ahil Sijan's birthday, please wish him. In fact, I can sing a song. I really love singing songs here. What's the name of your friend? Or Sajan's? So let's wish happy birthday to Sajan's here. You can also wish Sajan's happy birthday. That's a very lovely thing to do on these streets. So let's sing for Sajan's. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sajan's. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? How old are you now? Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. So welcome on the board, and we've wished somebody here happy birthday, so all of us can wish Sajan's happy birthday, because these are my audience. Ice Call, good to remember your friend. Olivia Harkins, hi, how are you? Welcome on board, and give me a like. I can see about 10 people on board. Give me a like. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing, because I really look forward to your subscription. It really matters to me. All right. Olivia Harkins says, you beautiful singing. Thank you. I try a lot in music a bit, because I have a channel called Who is Behind You? Jacob Bubbles, what are you asking? Who is behind me? Because I can't see anybody behind me, actually. Is there anybody behind me? No, there's nobody behind me. So, all right. So I as I told you earlier, I have another channel known as Music Hills, and I really do some composition of music, some of it using some tools in AI and all that. So that's why I love music, and sometimes even I do help to coach in teams going for competitions for music, then compose poems. So if you are here, guys, and you would wish to have a poem for birthdays, I'll do it for you. If you check on Poem Hunters, you'll even get me there. And I really do it sometimes just for free, because that is something I really love. Now, Olivia Harkin says, I just liked it. Thank you for liking it, because I was really urging you to do so. Jacob Bubbles, have you liked my video as we start? We normally call people to gather here because once they gather about 10 people, we begin our live stream. And today you understand our topic. It's right clear there. And of course, I do my reactions on social matters, political. Today I'm doing social and focusing more on Nyabohanse. Of course, I did one earlier. Now I'm doing something to focus on Gintu and Mayugno. Now, why not talk about these people? We are talking about these people because of the transformation sometimes that happen in their lives. And we are like, we have to raise questions, you know. It's a critique. And a critique, when you're doing a critique, or rather a reaction, you ask questions. Sometimes you laugh about some things and you just find fun in what you're doing. So guys, if you've been watching Gintu from Nyabohanse, you understand that many people have been calling him the village mouse, or you know, a liar, you know, just walking around the village collecting information from here and there, not clearly talking about a specific thing. So there is a time people really thought that he doesn't have content and he's just gathering, you know, things here and there. But of late, we didn't see this coming, right? Gintu has decided to hit the road. How far do you think he will go? Yeah, some are like he won't go far. Some are like he's taking over Marua. Some are like he's trying what he can't do. Some are like, how much will he invest in travel? You know, traveling is not easy. If you decide to be a content creator who is a traveler, you need some money, because whenever you go to some place, you have to spend there. You have to also choose wisely specific cultures or venues where you have to go, like museums, maybe specific government houses, you know, specific towns or places, markets, which are exciting. And you should be ready sometimes to lose property, because you may go to a place, then you find scammers, you know. So guys, welcome on board, and let's continue with this live stream. And don't disappear. Sometimes people come in very few minutes and disappear. Maybe it's just not their content reaction, and maybe they don't know the people I'm talking about. But I'm hopeful that with time, there'll be certain audience who understand what I'm doing, that they'll keep following whenever I come live. Now today, we wished somebody happy birthday here, and that was Ice Cole's friend, Sajan. And I hope everything will be fine. The cake will be eaten at the end of the day, and we'll have popcorns, we will have cookies. Sajan, I hope you prepared cookies, you prepared biscuits, juice, and the cake for the people in the house. So we have more people coming. Just give me a like, and also sit around and listen to what we are doing, so that you actually contribute towards our discussion. Yeah. As I told you, it's very cold here, and sometimes when it's too cold, it affects me. I have to keep taking warm water, or else it's the cold, you know, kind of creates a flu and a ceaseless cold, you know. So guys, if you don't know Gintu, Gintu is a subscriber, rather a YouTuber or content creator from Nyabohanse. He used to work as one of the masons, or rather carpenter. Do I say even a carpenter, or one of the workers in the villa, Marwa's villa, before they parted ways for whatever reasons, I'm not quite sure. And he began his own YouTube. So if we look at him as an individual without looking at Marwa, then we see that he's gone milestones, because currently he has a lot of views. So I'll be showing you something here. Of course, recently he was there traveling from the border that is Hispania, coming back to Nyabohanse and saying that he's defending Mayani for whatever cases. And I did a video on that. I said I did not clearly understand why Gintu was there to protect Mayani, even though he's a friend, but the cases he was mentioning, such as defile and all that, should you defend someone who has done such a thing, or they should face the consequences of their own choices? They always say choices have consequences. Or do you want to say that if your friend does something wrong, then you stand in for them and you protect? Because Mayani was in hiding. Yeah, the last time I checked on Gintu, Mayani was in hiding, and Gintu had gone to defend him to the police, and he was coming back from the borders talking about it. He came to the village. He also sat somewhere near Mogesi's plot, and then he kept talking. Yeah. Then within a short time, he told us that he was going to travel, and finally he landed in Tanzania. Now, when I look at his travel in Tanzania, he did not specify even the areas he was going, but he just went about, and we saw a video of him in the town and all that. So I wondered, did Gintu really plan on where particularly to visit in Tanzania? And some people, when you look at comments, were very positive, saying that let him replace the travel commando who has now retired. Of course, Marwa has been in the village, is no longer traveling. Since he went to Argentina at Rocho's place before the baby Maisha was delivered, and they spent there 6 months, then came back to the village. He's not been living anyway. So it's like he's retired for now, though he has been promising that he must go to Burundi. He also promised that he must go to Canada and many other places. That's his promise. Maybe we'll be looking into that later. But for now, Gintu has hit the road. Yeah, so what do you think about Gintu now? What I'm surprised about is the way he actually talks and while traveling, you know. Let me just show you an example and then tell me what he should improve maybe here. Because we are always here to critique and, you know. Yeah, let's look at this.
You can see tourists, they are here. So many tourists in this town here. They're just making sure that they're just passing by and everywhere for nature and all.
So guys, like if I may ask you, Gintu is within Tanzania, right? There is a whole wall showing a museum. I don't know if you saw it in that video. The whole wall is showing us the museum. But Gintu, who is a traveler and also a tourist, I was expecting that he goes into this a museum. But then Gintu, who some people call the village mouse, I don't want to call him that because I don't believe someone should be reduced to the level of a mouse. And also, some call him a clown. Of course, he's a clown because he really makes a lot of fuss and fun. So he goes about here. Of course, let me pull it back again so that you see. This is a museum area, right? I want you to see on the left. On the left.
They are here. So many tourists in this town here. They're just making sure that they're just passing by and everywhere.
Did you see that?
Also moving to understand that.
So I expected that when Gintu is actually doing the travel vlogs, he should go into this museum, pay, and then maybe take videos there. However, Gintu did not branch into the museum for whatever reasons. He never branched into the museum. So, of course, I thought that as a traveler, before you go to a place, you make your table. You say maybe if you are going to cultural areas, and of course one of the cultural, given that I saw him in Kisumu and he was really taking a lot in the Wala, do we call them Wala dances? So I expected that when he comes also to Tanzania, he will be interested in this museum. But I just saw him passing by and explaining to us that this is our tourism center. And I wondered, because he should be one of the tourists then, a local, not even a local tourist, international for that sake, because it's just a neighboring country. But for you to make that move to go there and you are doing travel vlogs, then you should be able to give us something about the museum. What is in that museum, for example? But he just passed by outside and kept talking, you know. Let's go ahead and again see more in this. So I was like, it seems Gintu is his own manager in all these travel vlogs, and I don't know whether he's combining efforts with the bloggers or rather content creators in Tanzania, because this is one of the things I understand. If you are taking to travel content, you must actually have people in that country who understand the place, and they can help you tour cheaply. They can even help you to get a place to sleep that is cheaper. Yeah, so guys, gather here and let's go deeper into it more here.
This kind of an area or understand how it operates. Guys, this is the center of Africa. There you can just see this kind of the iconic value here, and it's one of the center of Africa. I mean Africa here. Guys, back to Arusha, in the streets of Arusha here a little bit, and I'm getting a little bit of a ride here and there. And the streets are so congested at this in a manner that we're going to be getting a little bit of two, three things. I've already booked much of the vehicle taking me from Arusha to Mbeya. Guys, I told you that the journey is to get out of Tanzania a little bit, and I'm going to be taking that kind of a couple of the moment.
Yeah, guys, so Gintu, of course, is planning to go to Zambia from after passing Tanzania. He's going to Zambia, right? So my question was, what exactly has he given us about Tanzania before he leaves? He is not even landed and he's getting out. Hey, guys, Gintu, don't let us down, because when you begin travel or tourism as an individual, then you have to give us content. Feed us with that ginger, you know. So these are the questions I'm raising. You know, Gintu is telling us about this iconic town and what is this. So to make us actually have interest in his content, he should give us, like, tell us iconic in what way, so that he shows us specifically what is there. Now, you can also see his story talking about congestion, but for those of you who have traveled to Nairobi, for example, or Kampala, you understand how congested those towns are. Gintu is telling us that Tanzania is congested, but when I look around the streets, they are clean, you know. Maybe you should focus on the aspect of how clean this city is than telling us about Tanzania as congested. Let's go on and see more that he shows us.
I'm told that from here, from Arusha to Mbeya, going to be taking a couple of hours. So, guys, we are just having a little bit of a leisure here. I'm going to be checking on how 2-3 things are just running in Tanzania. Talk about the street, talk about people, talk about the vibrancy, and how everything is just. I know, guys, today, whenever we're just moving to a place, and I got much of the police, and I like about how they always talk about, talk about in Swahili and some little bit English of shaking there and there. But the good thing is,
so guys, of course, you remember Tanzania and Kenya have been in bad terms since that time. Martha Karua, Boniface, the activist and the rest of the team went there to support one of the oppositional candidates. So guys, it has not been very good, yeah.
be arrested, but due to the conditional circumstances, I had much of talk about all the papers that are required for.
Yeah, so it has not been very good with the Kenyans and Tanzanians, though they are brothers. Since that time of Boniface and Martha Karua, and then Kenyans went, hurling abuses. We saw the Tanzanian parliament sitting just to talk against Kenyans and saying they have spoiled things here, so they shouldn't be going to their land. And of course, for those people at Nyabohanze, they just crossed the border, you know. They don't have to even make a lot of effort like those people who are elsewhere, like Mombasa, or maybe if you are on the other end of Turkana, you really have to struggle to get to the border before you go to Tanzania. So guys, Gintu crosses the border. Then in few minutes, he's telling us he's going to Zambia. And he's talking about, just talking about the people on the streets and what goes about. Now, he talked about the police that were almost arresting him. I was like, I wish you would have recorded this. This would have been fun, right? Yeah, something that people would really be attracted to and see how are the Tanzanian police responding. Given that we have the Kenyan police, we've seen their response in the few days. That would be some event that would really attract us towards his video. So I don't know if there is someone who needs to talk to Gintu maybe, so that he's not doing the same kind of content creation he does in the village, you know. He's in a city, you know, he's in another country, so he should bring us something that we do not see every day, right? Now let's move ahead and see more in this video. Now Gintu reaches here, and I think he also explained something. Let's just listen to what he said. That's a kind of big hotel in Tanzania.
I'm sure what I've just discovered is tourist vehicles are so many than even the ordinary vehicles here. And I don't know if that is the nature of this kind of... I know it's because of the tourist attraction. Talk about so many big hotels here, good vehicles here.
So guys, no wonder I called him a clown, right? Because he's taking us through Tanzania. He's talking about many vehicles. He's also telling us about the fact that we have so many attraction centers, but he cannot take us to one, you know. He has not taken us to any of them. He's also talking about big hotels around. I believe from Gintu's subscribers and even the fact that many people watch him daily, he should have enough money to allow him to get to book into one of these hotels, just showcase to us one of the rooms so that we find interest in it. So I think, Gintu, if you listen to me, because I do a lot of videos on your reactions, we want content. Go get us content about this country. Go tell us about the attraction centers, what goes around there. Tell us about the culture of the people maybe. Get us to these hotels. Let's see what kind of hotels are they, so that if we even decide to travel tomorrow, can we book into some of these hotels? Talk to them. Tell them you're a YouTuber. If they have offers, let them give you, knowing that you're also marketing their work, you know.
Very much better, and it's one of the best way of handling much of the things. Talk about so many tourist vehicles, every kind of the sector. It's not done in Kenya. I've not seen it.
Now let's see the marketplace here.
Kenya unaparudua katikati babu na maganda tolea mbele. Shauri yako kwenda huko. Na huko sio unamenyewa hivi. Unamenyewa. So they have
yeah, so that is the first part. We are seeing him interacting with somebody from Tanzania, a hawker, for that sake, as a seller of fruit seller. Let me not call him a hawker. Hawker looks bad sometimes. So we see Gintu buying an orange from this guy, and he did not even show us the buying itself. He just shows us how they peel for people. You know, most Tanzanians, they say they're very humble people, and sometimes they'll talk to you politely. Even if it's a police, watasema tafadhali tunaomba tukushike. Hey, I don't know how true that is, but I was expecting to see that part of arrest. I wish I would see. And he says that he had all the documents. So recently my friends were saying that in Tanzania, who can go there? But I said, why not? If you have all the documents, why not? You can just go. And of course, Gintu has proven to us that you can still visit Tanzania for now. Now, as we move ahead, the clown gets to buy a hat here as a remembrance.
A hat that looks like for the politicians in Kenya. Let me get it one.
You saw that one? It looks like Raila's.
But I'm gonna be testing it right now so they can just determine. I think I look. I don't know how I look like right now, but they are muchly associated with the politicians in Kenya. Mostly, the politicians are going to be taking them. I don't know how I look like right now, but you're going to be a little bit so characteristically nice. Shingapi babu? Shingapi? Here, Shingapi? Wewe ongea bei nzuri babu. Unasema? Acha nikupatie 8,000 babu.
So guys, if you hear about 8,000 in Tanzania, how much Kenyan shillings is that? Because the last time I checked on exchange rates, we were having 1 shilling is equal to 22 Tanzanian shillings. So how much is that if you do a quick conversion? It's about 400 shillings, right? Yeah, so that is the Tanzanian language for you. Now remember, Tanzania, even though it seems as if they're very humble, I've been through Taveta border in Tanzania. That time I was not doing content anyway. But sometimes you'll get their scammers. Some of them who are not even Tanzanian themselves. They are just people who are surviving. Even when you go to Kampala borders, you get some people there who speak like Ugandans, but you come to learn that they are Kenyans maybe, or from another country. Just like in Kenya, you have a lot of Congolese people, and you talk to them and think they are Kenyans, because of course when you go to some place, you have to learn. They always say that Rome, when you go to Rome, be a Roman. Yeah, so it's okay into buying a hat there, and of course, maybe that is for remembrance purposes, but just on the streets. I thought that he should have gone to maybe a place where they really expose the things to do with Tanzanian culture. Then he buys something that relates with that culture, so that he now brings to us something to do with the culture of Tanzania. Now let's end this other part before we go to Mayugno. Before we go to Mayugno. Now, GINTU books up a vehicle to go to Zambia. Here it is. You can see that bus. As you can see, the streets are very busy.
That's how we leave the town and out of the town, and we are now getting to the main roads and the streets, where we're going to be driving us through much of the talk about the cities and some of the towns. Talk about from here to Dodoma and whatever they're going to be, and they're going to be broadcasting it live, but it's in the evening.
So this guy is a news person instead of content creating, like giving us, you know, the hot stuff of Tanzania. So I don't know, that's in my perspective, but I wish somebody would who is close to him, maybe somebody whom he can listen to, can advise him that when he goes to a country, let him bring to us cultural aspects. He can go to hotels and expose to us something we want to know. He can also go to museums and such things. Yeah, Mwita Denvers, hi, how are you? Give me a like. I can see you've come just right now, and so happy. So many people have been coming by, but then they disappear. I don't know whether they're not into reaction content, whether they don't watch GINTU, whether they don't watch Mayugno, because that is what I'm doing my live on for today. So Mwita Danvers, welcome. I don't know where you're from. You can give me a like, and we proceed into this discussion. I had just finished discussing GINTU on his travel aspects, and he's declaring that he's going into travel commando world, replacing Marwa. But then I'm looking at the challenges that he might be experiencing here. He has to do more for us to actually see what it means to be a travel commando. Now let's get to Mayugno. Mayugno has been pressured a lot. Hey, guys, remember very well when you watch Dimwango and Marwa, sometimes you feel like you are nowhere, right? Danvers Mwita says, nice one, thank you. Give me a like, please. Kindly give me a like. Yeah, and I can see somebody else having come live, and I request for a like. Just give me a thumbs up there, and subscribe to the channel if you're not a member, so that whenever I do my reactions, my vlogs, you can be there to support me. You don't know what it means for me. It means a lot. When you give a like, it means a lot for me. If you subscribe also, it means a lot for me. So Mwita Danvers, welcome on board. There have been about 10 people here. I don't know where they disappeared to, you know. when you're doing a live stream, sometimes you just get people coming, disappearing, coming and disappearing, but you really feel like they should come and settle and even help you in the conversation you're holding so that you are not alone, you know. Yeah, so Danvers, I'm still waiting for the like. So let's proceed to MAYUGUNO. Guys, I hope you understand MAYUGUNO is somebody who came from nowhere, you know. He began from zero with very poor English and all that, but he has really raised it. And by now he has so many subscribers and he has a lot of views. Anytime he posts a video, he has a lot of views on air. Now, what I like about MAYUGUNO is that he's very funny. Whenever he's seated at a place, he creates a lot of fun. Then I also did a video yesterday telling you that I'm happy that MAYUGUNO and David Jr. are joining hands together with Dagi to go support children in orphanages. You know, that's a great thing to do on earth. You can't just keep doing things for yourself and not for others, you know. Sometimes even if you're achieving, you need to also achieve with others. Thank you a lot, Muita Danvers. I've seen you've given me a like. I appreciate so much. I can see other people coming on board. I wish they would stay and also give me more likes and subscribe to my channel if they have not done so. Thank you a lot. May God bless you. Yeah, so let's continue to talk about this aspect of MAYUGUNO. MAYUGUNO came from zero to hero. Yeah, he started as a worker in Marwa's villa. He used to work there and be paid maybe 400 a day or something like that. But he got some brains, and when he started a YouTube channel which started peaking, of course, those people who know how to seek support and donations on YouTube, he did so. And he started, though he was affected a bit by separating with the wife, and then later on, he keeps saying that Marwa is his boss and he wants to take every step after him. Remember, in past, Marwa used to pick a girlfriend everywhere he went. And I don't know why MAYUGUNO decided to part with the wife. He has never told us anyway, but that is his own personal decision, in fact. And that is why, after he did so, he intends to marry a white, just like Marwa has done. So currently, he goes about with a girlfriend called Alex, also a content creator. Though Alex now keeps saying that she will not marry a friend very soon until she checks on all of them and knows who is better for her. So guys, you saw him in Tanzania the other day. He was traveling there. No wonder I placed the two, GINTU and MAYUGUNO, together in this video. So MAYUGUNO was really pressured a lot, and Yanmaro feels like GINTU must, not GINTU, but MAYUGUNO must do a lot of progress. And he started 3 constructions at a go, though none of it is complete, but he lives a better life if you check on him. Now let's listen to Marwa, what Marwa said about him.
Wait, you're gonna both cows. Maybe somebody came to can have this. I hear like construction going on.
You had like construction. Tell us
I told you.
MAYUGUNO bought cows. MAYUGUNO already said it. I want to have cows like my boss. I also want to milk.
Yeah, that has really pushed him every day now. He pushes to push his project.
Okay.
Which is a very, very good thing because even me, I want to be around rich friends. That will make me feel comfortable, and also them will feel comfortable with my progress.
Okay.
But when you work with someone who's not doing good and you're doing good,
yes,
sometimes they think you are the problem or they are not proceeding.
So Kenya, if you
Yeah, so in that video you actually saw something being commented on MAYUGUNO, the fact that he has been pushed into doing progress, that if he doesn't do it, then he's not going to be visited by his friends of the past. Particularly Marwa. Marwa is not willing to visit him until he has finished construction. Yeah. So when you look at MAYUGUNO's place, in fact, what he has done is he's progressing with his construction, and the current progress is that he's put a slab on his storage building, right? The so-called villa. And then he's also doing a project on chicken. I've not seen yet on cattle, as Coco Mama is saying that he's also done something on cows. I've not seen that yet. So let's proceed and see the other part of the video, which we'll talk about before we come to an end of it for today. So here it is. For those who are new here, maybe you've not been watching Mayugno a lot. In one of the videos he did yesterday, he said it grows like a dream. Things we have been waiting for. Day, a complete piper. Now remember guys, when Ian Marwa started pushing Mayugno so much, he keeps coming to Ian Marwa's place, but Marwa has not gone to his place yet. So Mayugno just keeps coming and going. And as I told you, he's doing also something to do with charity together with David Jr. And David Jr. seems to be very important to him currently because he's holding him and he's not really into drinking as he has been doing in past. And with Dagi around, he seems to have stopped. Though I heard Dimwango saying that when Dagi came from Arabia, he used to spoil the table and say, pour for everybody. But things have changed as he focuses on his construction. Now, if you look at Mayugno, actually, you people, you will say that he has really come from zero to hero. He has around 44.9k subscribers, right? Those of you who are YouTubers or content creators, you understand what it means by this struggle. It's not easy. It's not easy. Sometimes a day you just get 10 subscribers, 5, and you really struggle a lot. And before people really see why they should follow you, they may not be constant followers. They may even subscribe and not watch your content, you know. So let's come to see this one here. What's happening at Mayugno's place, right? Yeah, this one. This is Mayugno's place, if you don't understand what I'm saying. Now he's struggling with this metal that should go up there. After donations came in, David Jr. brought to him.
So guys, work is going on, and we start the day one. As you can see, this is we are set to set this steel. So this is D12, which one we start with. So because bottom one always D12 mostly. So we start with the D12, all of this steel, all of them. And the other side we have D12. Let's go. The work is going on. Angalia hii waya kabisa kwa makini Zach. And a shout out to them. I have big surprise for them. To my 4 subscriber. And for there was my sponsor also. And this is a biggest surprise for them. Yeah guys, guess what? So just watch the video till the end. I think this surprise, it will be on my birthday.
Yeah, so of course this guy, he has a lot on his mind. Every time he's multitasking. I don't know how he manages. But you keep seeing that he's thinking about one thing and the other. And even at some point, people are like, can you focus on one thing before you go to the other? But he's trying anyway. Because if you look at where he came from, you can't imagine where he is now. Let's look at this also. That's a new day.
Soon, I will concentrate so much at my home. Mostly. Yeah. You know. So these things it did. Imagine cost us, but we finally complete. And we start bottom one slowly. I believe in God, guys. We'll do it. We'll do it. Man. Busy. Oh, so today the beans has go.
So, I think you heard in the previous commentary by Marwa saying that he has had some construction going on. And of course, this is the construction he had going on. The top slab being, put to face so that the completion of this structure can be seen. And he still promises to do another floor. I don't know. So those are his dreams, and he always says step by step to reach where he wants to be. So let's look at this again. of course, a
Okosi
quick
Abaka also is here.
view.
She's really enjoyed the view. Man, I'm really happy that my house start come with a good shape. We have done the first step. Man, how the happy we can be. I think for the people who watch my video, they know what I'm saying. Because it was not easy, guys. It was not to see what's really going on.
So, that is it. That is the step that MAYUGUNO has taken. But I think every time you are doing some progress, you need good friends around you. Of course, you had Maro saying that he wants rich people around him so that they don't feel envious or they don't feel out of place whenever they're with him. So he has been pushing MAYUGUNO. But sometimes too much of pressure without support might be a challenge, because we understand that Maro, of course, has a lot of support with about 500 and something subscribers. Most of them just make donations of even a generator, which is not easy for other people, cement and all that when he's doing any construction. Whenever he does a live stream, we see a lot of money streaming in euros, dollars. This does not happen for MAYUGUNO, but he still has also support. Some people bringing in a bit of that, and that has pushed him at what he is now. So guys, today we looked at the aspect of travel commando. When you make a decision of travel commando, I believe, in my view, you need to specialize, like decide what am I going to see in this country, so that you are not randomly just going about. Then there are things we want to see out of you. Then now when we come to MAYUGUNO, of course, it's just to keep pushing, as he always says, that step by step. But we hope that he will stop totally this aspect of drinking, because they always say Kongo Okpi in Luoland. Kongo Okpi means that beer is not water. So when you talk about that, what does it mean? Water is just free. Most times we don't buy it unless recently we buy modern bottled water. And it's, even if we buy, it's cheap, you know. But beer is very expensive. That is why even in Ghana, we saw recently there was a demonstration when the prices were being raised. Then another thing is that when you take beer, it doesn't make you behave like how you would when you take water. You know, when you take water, you just feel pure. Sometimes when you are dehydrated, you feel fresh, you know. It makes you sometimes sober and straight and energized. What about beer? When you take it, you will be kind of, your brain is becomes dysfunctional. You speak what you shouldn't speak. You may even spend the money you didn't expect to. So our advice maybe on the streets is just that MAYUGUNO should stop anything to do with beer. He focuses on God, as he always says, and whenever he receives charity, he does the right thing and does the donations just as he's doing. Then he will reach his goal. So let's end our video. Adios. Thank you so much for being there in this live stream. And even if you watch this later, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, because I have a goal at the end of the year that I need to achieve. And once I achieve, I'll be celebrating with you guys. Bye bye for now.